सबके घर में बिजली है, एक हमारे घर को छोड़ के। सच में यहाँ पर कोई बोल रही तो मेरे घर आ जाना।
Okay, good afternoon, students. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we will continue. So yesterday class we seen the what is the HTML and with the number of versions of HTML. Okay, so yesterday class we seen the HTML versions. Okay, so how it is came into market and what purpose they are introduced and number of HTML versions. Number of HTML versions and in the every versions we have seen the features of what they are added, the different features they are added in the every versions. Okay, So, and here the XHTML, we see the difference between the last versions, that is XHTML and HTML5. Okay. So in XHTML, see what the main difference, they again, the drawbacks of XHTML, they are introduced to the HTML5. Okay, the currently all website web pages, they are created by using what, HTML5 only. Okay, so your project also we create by using what, HTML5. Okay, so here see what the main difference we have in the XHTML and HTML5. Okay, so see XHTML is a, what is the, it is a combination of what, HTML with XML. Okay, that is a combination of HTML and XML. Okay, so both are what, markup language only, but here both we are using in the XHTML. Okay, so student, please join the whatever the time given. So in between you are coming means you not understand the concept. Follow the exact time. So hardly it will take 40 minutes of class. So come exact time. Okay. Say, and the XHTML is what, combination of what, HTML with XML. Okay, both are markup language only, and XHTML is developed by W3C. Okay, so World Wide Web Consortium. Okay, so these are the group, these are the company, they are developed what, XHTML. Okay, and here word W3C, the director is also what, the who is the developer of HTML, he is the only director of this company. Okay, the Berners-Lee. Okay, he is the director of W3C company. Okay, so along with his help, they are developed what, XHTML. Okay, and one more here, in HTML5. So the HTML5, the help of W3C World Wide Web Consortium, and with the one more team, one more company, that is Web Hypertext Application Technology Work Group, that is WAP-WG. Okay, so WAP-WG and W3C, so both the they are developed what, HTML5. Okay, HTML5 language. Okay, so that is the main difference here. So XHTML is developed by W3C and HTML5 is developed by W3C and WAP-WG group. Okay, so with the help of both the group, they are developed HTML5. Okay, so see in XHTML, that is the in that time. So it is in the year of 2000 to 2012, it is easy to maintain, easy to use to create a web pages. Okay, so and it gives a more consistent, and it is a well structured format, and it can be easily parsed. Okay, because of XML they are using. Okay, so by using XML tool, they and the that is web page will be parsed easily. Okay, so and this is main advantage of XHTML. But in the HTML5, they are developed again more features in the HTML5. Okay, so what features they added? Drag and drop. The main feature, drag and drop. You can, whatever the elements, whatever the tags in the HTML, so you can move from one place to another place. Okay, so you can create your own, you can create by using mouse. Okay, so drag and drop facility they are given in the HTML5. Okay, and next one more that is feature, that is what, one more feature, that is geolocation. So you can put your location, that is the Google map, you can put your location, current location, to the where you are in your website, or in the web pages. Okay, so that is facility will available in the HTML5, but that is not there in the XHTML. Okay, that one feature is added in the HTML5. Okay, and one more important, that is server sent events, that is SSE. Okay, so whatever the data stored in the database, so that will be getted in the web pages. Okay, so some data will be getting from the database, so that will be given in the web pages. So that facility will be given in the where, in the HTML5. Okay, so that is a main advantage of HTML5. And one more, that is the important tags, that is header. Okay, so header is one important tag. So in the header, you can add a title. You can in header tag, you can add a title of a web page. Okay, and you can add a CSS document. You can add a JavaScript document. So that many in metadata of this HTML document. Okay, so those information will be provided in the header tag. That is very important, header tag. Okay, so again, this header tag, so we'll see in the when you study the all tags, so that time again we'll learn the deeply how it is used, and many things will be there in the header tag. Okay, so those will be studied in and when you study the tags. Okay, remember header tag is not there in the XHTML. Footer. So next footer, that is every web pages, they are giving what footer. Okay, that is a constant footer, so that will be available to all pages in your website. Okay, suppose if you have a website, in that website you have a 10 to 15 web pages, so every web pages the footer is same. Okay, so those will be maintained in the footer tag. Okay, so that facility will be there in the HTML5. Okay, and one more, that is section is whatever the document, HTML document, we divided into a number of sections. Okay, so you can divide a sub document, so that is available, that is by using what section tag. So that is available in HTML5, they are developed in HTML5. Okay, so next here, main difference, see some points to remember to create a XHTML documents. What points? See, nest all tags properly. See, whenever you are using a tag, so it has mandatory to when you opening the tags, you has to close the tag. So that is conditions. Okay, and all HTML tags and attributes should be lowercase. So remember here in XHTML, all the tags and attributes, we will see what are the tags will be there in the HTML and what are the attributes. Okay, so those will be written in what, in lowercase only, in where XHTML. But in HTML5 you can write, it is a case sensitive, you can write a lowercase or you can write a uppercase. That is not an issue in HTML5. Okay, it will acceptable, either you can write a lowercase or either you can write uppercase. Okay, so tags and attribute can be written in any cases in HTML5, but in XHTML you can write only lowercase. Okay, so and all XHTML documents should start with doc type. Okay, so see, in both the HTML, XHTML and HTML5, both has a doc type. Okay, so what is this doc type? Doc type, that is the one. This is not a tag, but doc type tell the what type of version you are using for web pages. Okay, so to the browser, it will tell what type of HTML version you are using. Okay, so that doc type will be give the information. Okay, so that doc type has to be used in XHTML. Okay, so and next here, next see how the document will be there. So in the first line of HTML code we have the doc type. Okay, so doc type means it will give the what type of HTML version using in the particular HTML code, HTML page, that will give the information to whom, browser. Okay, so that is the doc type. Okay, here in XHTML the syntax is different. See what, how they are using. Okay, doc type HTML public, and here I have to mention what, W3C DTD XHTML. So this is XHTML has to mention here. After that 1.0 version of XHTML. Okay, so this is the again you have to use the website of W3C and one DTD. Okay, so transitional DTD, that has to use here. Okay, so this is fixed, whatever this line is fixed, first line, this is fixed in XHTML. Okay, so here and again this is not, doc type is not a tag here. This is one type information.
Sir, you are not audible.
Now it is audible. Now
Yes, sir.
from starts onward.
No, sir. Now only.
Okay, okay, see, so doc type in the HTML5 we use what, doc type space HTML. So here you can use a either use the uppercase or lowercase doc type you can use. Okay, so D is small, D is capital. So you can use any type. Either you can use uppercase or lowercase, because it is not. It is a not a case sensitive. That is HTML5 is not a case sensitive. But here this is what you have to use all tags. All the document doc type should be used what small case only, lowercase only in XHTML. Okay, and one more thing very important. One tag, that is a script tag. So you have to add a JavaScript document to the HTML document. Okay, so that will be included by using what script tag. Okay, so that is not there in XHTML, but that will be included in HTML5. Very important tag. Okay, one more link. So link is what, here you can add a CSS document to into the HTML document. Okay, so you can include the CSS document into the HTML document. Okay, so that is present, that is by using what tag, link tag. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, and next here in the XHTML they are introduced, that is the form tag. So very important form tag. When when your user will entering the some data, like they are giving the information in the text box, they are selecting from some option from the combo box. Okay, so many things, many components will be there, like text box, button, select. Okay, so those information will be getting into that data will be getting into where, in form tag. Okay, so that is very important. So those will be used in when we are developing the project. So then that time the form tag is very useful. You will see how it is useful. Okay, so that form tag and frame set tags. The frame set tag is, you can include the YouTube video, you can include the Google map. Okay, so those will be included in the iframe tag, that is a frame tag. Okay, so you can include in the frame tag. Okay, so that is introduced in the XHTML. Okay, in the HTML also those are present in the form tag, frame set, iframe. So those also present in the HTML5. Along with they are given some properties, some attributes like align. Okay, so any components, any text box, any selection, any components like a selection, that is a combo box, or you can take a radio button. So any components we are using in HTML, so those will be aligned either left, right, or center. So by using what, align attributes. Okay, so once we study the attributes of tags, so then that time we see the all the attributes which are used to in the tags. Okay, and here hidden, so very important, hidden. So when you make a any text type is hidden, so then that particular component is not visible to user. Okay, so why these hidden tags, hidden components are used? Because some data will be some data will be hidden in the HTML document only, and that will be capturing some data from user, but the user can't know the user will not see this hidden component. Okay, but actually the in the background only it will get the informations, and it will be stored in the hidden text box. Okay, and that will be the again in that data will be stored in the server side. So it is based on business requirement. You can use in the hidden in the text tag. Okay, so we'll see those will be we are using in all the whichever any website is going to that is include the payment gateway. Okay, so online payment or phone pay payment, if you are including those, so then that time, but definitely we use what, hidden attributes. Okay, we'll see that time. Okay, so next here, so these are what main difference of XHTML and HTML5. Okay, so here the HTML5 is, and I still is it is in developing stage only. Okay, so whatever up to they are up to 2017 they are developed whatever they are introduced 140 tags, so those will be using in your in your project. Okay, so that's why we are using what, HTML5 as HTML language, HTML5 version language we are using it to develop the web pages for your all the project. Okay, so see example of how the HTML document has to be there. Okay, see that is, first we have the doc type. So remember, doc type is not a tag here. Okay, so this is the information. The doc type means the whatever this HTML page, web page, it will give the what type of HTML version is using. Okay, so those information will be given to whom, browser. Okay, web browser, whatever the browser, like Chrome browser, Firefox browser, Internet Explorer, so many browser will be there. If you are running this HTML code in the any browser, so then that time the doc type will give the information what type of HTML version is using. Okay, So suppose if you are using like only simple, that is explanatory mark doc type, so this is, we can understand, the browser will understand that this is this particular HTML document using what type of version, that is HTML5. Okay, so suppose some documents, some HTML document they are using like this, so then that time that particular HTML document using what type of HTML version, that is XHTML. Okay, and sometime suppose if you are using HTML 2.0, some, then that time you can remove this X and just mention here 2.0, 3.0, 4.01. Okay, so that HTML, the browser will understand what type of version you are using. Okay, so here first one is what, doc type. So every HTML, either you can use HTML 0, 1, 1 version, 2 version, 3 version, 4 version, or XHTML, either you can use HTML5, but it is mandatory to mention your doc type. Okay, then only the browser will understand what type of HTML version you are using. Okay, so we'll see how it will compile it, how will be so you already learned the C language and Java language. So C is a what C is, after writing the source code, you can, what you have to do, what, compile. So after compilation you have to run. Okay, so here also will be there, that process will be there, so we'll learn that one. Okay, so see, first one, that is doc type. You have to give the information to the what version you are using, those information should be given to web browser. Okay, next here HTML. So this is a main tag, first tag in the HTML document, that is HTML. Okay, so this is, we can, in this HTML only we can mention all the tags whichever you need to develop your web pages. Okay, inside HTML only you can put all the document. Okay, so actual tags will be starts from HTML only. So HTML is the first tag in the HTML page, HTML in the web page. Okay, so next here in the HTML, inside HTML you mention all the whichever is tag. Okay, so and here in the second tag mention here, that is head tag. Okay, so very important, head tag. So in the head tag, so you can mention the title of your web page, title of your HTML document. Okay, or if you want to include your JavaScript code into the HTML document, so then that time you can include the JavaScript code in between head tag only. Within a head tag only you can include what, JavaScript code. Within a head only you can include what, CSS code. Okay, we'll learn that one by one. Okay, so those will be how to write within the head tag only. Okay, so whatever, if you want to including some other document into the your HTML document, so then that time definitely you have to add, how to give the link in the where, in head tag only. Okay, so that is, head tag is very important. Okay, and the head tag is it is compulsory to close head tag. See, so the whenever any tag is opening means, that is the angle brackets will be used, less than and greater than, in between that is you have to give the name, that is the name of the tag. Okay, that is head tag. Okay, if you are any tag you are using in the HTML, it is mandatory to close the tag by using what, forward slash. Okay, so that is important. Okay, see, and next here, next titles, see how title will be worked. Title tag, it will give the name of the it will give the title for the your web page, title for the your HTML document. See, I will show the example. This is the one. Can you see this screen? So this is one HTML document. Okay, so here I am using what, doc type HTML. So this is what HTML5 version we are using, and here we using what, head tag, and in the title I have given what, given title, that is SJP and BC IT solution associate. Can you see this text, SJP and BC IT solution? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this title will be visible where when you running the HTML. See, can you see this one, SJP and BC IT solution? That is the title of your this particular web page. Okay, so that is SJP and BC IT solution. This is the title. Whatever you are include the text within the title tag, so that will be displayed in the address bar of the browser. Okay, so this is, and here see what's up. So that is what title they are using. So here also difference between, so that is what title tag. Okay, so that is, we use the title. Okay, so whatever you are using inside the head, you can use a JavaScript code, CSS code, title you can add. So after that you have to close what, head. Okay, and here actual the tag is what, body. Okay, so body tag means what, so whatever after this line, see, after the address bar, whatever you seeing, that is First here you getting what here image, after that here menu is there. So whatever this content of HTML body, so those will be written in within the body only. Okay. So what we are getting here in the address bar, that is a title. So these are not the part of body. Okay. So here whatever inside this after the address bar, whatever body. So these here if you want to include any text, you have to write within what body. Okay. So those will be written in the within the body tag. Okay. So body. Okay. So that is very important. So whatever if you are include any text, any tags, so you have to include it within the body only. Okay. So then here we can learn the h1 tag. So in the body you can include many tags will be there. So we can learn the 140 tags. So what and that only whatever the tags, important tags, so you can using in your project. So those will be learn one by one. Okay. And see here one simple I given h1 tag. So here this is what heading tags we can call heading tags. So in the HTML heading tags are like h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, up to 5 tags will be there. So it will give the what the particular whatever the text we given within the tag. So that will be given height, that is size of that color you can give. So that is the header tag will be given. Okay. So next we have the paragraph. So it will give the some space in the left side, and after that you will get the text. Okay. That is the paragraph tag. Okay. So and next here you have to close the body tag by using what /, and you have to close the what HTML document. This is mandatory. Okay. So and yeah, whenever whatever you are using any tags, but has to closing the tag is mandatory. Okay. So if you are using tag, so close it has to be close the tag. Okay. So this is what body tag and HTML tag. Okay. So see one more important features of HTML is what it is a platform independent. Why? Because it can be run in any platform, any OS or any browser. So it can be run. Okay. So that's why it is a platform independent. Once your HTML code is developed, so it can be run in any OS or any browser. Okay. So that's why it is a platform independent. Okay. So similarly, one more feature we have, that is one more feature, that is case sensitive. Okay. So HTML language is whatever tags. Okay. So whatever tag we have, HTML head title, but you can use either you can use a uppercase, either you can use a lowercase, no matter what. Okay. So but it will be acceptable. Okay. So that's why it is what you can write any tags either uppercase or lowercase. Okay. So see one important in the C language and C Java language you learned. Okay. C language when you are writing C source code, so you have to use what you are using which tools? Turbo C. Okay. Turbo C, or also you are using in the college, which tools you are using? In college, C source code, where you written?
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. Okay. So there you have to open what notepad, you have to save that file. After that you have to in the command prompt you have to give the commands and compile and execute the C code. Okay. So and after that you learn the Java language and Java source code you are writing in the where in notepad or notepad++. After that you are saving in the particular file. After that you have to give the set path. After that you have to compile the particular Java file. After compiling you have to execute the that Java file. Okay. So see whatever these language, the C Java language, they are we are using what compiler. Okay. So compiler what will do, the whatever the source code will be converted into what bytecode. So bytecode means what? That is a machine understandable language. Okay. Machine, the computer only understand what 0s and 1. Okay. So whatever you are writing source code, so that is a human readable. Okay. So those will be converted into what language? Those will be converted into what bytecode. Okay. So those will be done by who? Compiler. Okay. C is also compiler. C will whatever source code you are writing, so those will be converted into what the bytecode by using what compiler. Okay. And similarly in the Java also you can convert all the source code into what bytecode, and after the converting bytecode, so bytecode whatever code, so that has to be executed. After by executing bytecode code, so you can get the output. Okay. So this is the procedure we followed the what in C and Java. Okay. But here in HTML document you cannot use the a compiler to run the HTML document. We use what? Interpreter. Okay, and here also in you previously in the C language you have to install what? C compiler. Okay, either you can use Turbo C or okay. So and in the Java also you have to use what? Java JDK has to install in the your system, then only the particular Java file has to be executed. Okay, but here there is no need to install any software. Okay, by default in the any browser you can take Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google Chrome. So any browser you can take. So by default it has an interpreter. Okay, so there is no compiler here in HTML document. If you want to run the HTML, it require what? Interpreter. You know the difference between interpreter and compiler. Okay, compiler what will do? At one shot, whatever you are writing the source code, so that will be converted into what? At one shot it will convert into what? Bytecode. Okay, but in interpreter what will happen? It will be convert one line by line. It will convert into what? Bytecode. Okay, so and it will not convert directly. It will not convert bytecode directly. It will be executed. Okay, so that is what interpreter. Okay, so here we use interpreter to execute the HTML document, but we cannot install any interpreter software here. Okay, the by default all the browser it has an interpreter. It has a parser to parse the to interpret the interpret the line by line of HTML document. Okay, so that's why no need to install any software to run the HTML document. Okay, remember this point, very important. Okay, so and here we use what? Interpreter. So the interpreter will parse it will interpret the line by line, and it will be convert into bytecode, and it will give to the what? It will be execute the that particular line. Okay, that is interpreter. Okay, but in compiler what will happen? At one shot, whatever the number of lines. So if you in a program, if you have a 10 line, so at one shot 10 lines will be what? They are compiled, and 10 line will be converted into what? Bytecode. Okay, and then that bytecode will be executed. But here is not happen that. Okay, here what will happen? The one line is converted into what? Bytecode, and that will be executed. After second line will be converted into what? Bytecode, and then it will be executed. Okay, so this type of working in where? Interpreter. Okay, so HTML will be used what? Interpreter. Remember. Okay, and here in the Java program or in the J2EE, you learn the J2EE language. Okay, so in the J2EE you are used what tools you use to execute the program? Which editor you used? Which tools you used to execute the Java program in the J2EE? Please tell me. Which IDE you used? IDE, Integrated Development Environment. IDE, which IDE you used? Eclipse. Okay, so Eclipse, Eclipse, NetBeans. So many tools in market we have to execute the Java. Okay, Java codes. Okay, Java source code. Okay, and here also to write the HTML code. Okay, so to write the HTML code we use the text editor. Okay, so in the text editor you can write the HTML document, and after saving the HTML document, to save the HTML document you have to use what? That is dot extension will be .html. Okay, so after that saving, so you can that will directly you can open into where? It is in the browser. That directly you can open in the browser. No need to execute, no need to compile. So directly you can open in the browser. So browser in background it will be what? It will be interpret and it will show the result. Okay, suppose if you have missing any tags, if you are mismatching, you giving the tags in between, so that time will give the error there only. Okay, so that is the browser itself will be do that one. Okay, so and here we have to if we want to write the HTML code, you have to use what? Text editor. So in market many text editor will be there, like Notepad++, Sublime Text, Atom, Adobe Dreamweaver, Visual Studio Code. Okay, so these many editor will be there. So to write the HTML code. Okay, so here I will give the tomorrow class. We give the which editor is good for to develop the web pages. We'll discuss that tomorrow. Okay, and most probably we use what? Notepad++. Okay, it is easy to use and it has many features in that. Okay, and one more to editor, that is Adobe Dreamweaver. So this is what we are getting, Adobe Dreamweaver. So in that you can in this you can create a HTML document, and you can in this you can that is facility like you can drag and drop is there. Okay, so any components of the HTML you can drag and drop in that, and you can move from one place to another place. Okay, so that is facility will be available in the Adobe Dreamweaver only. Okay, so in that you can this particular editor, it will give the design of it, will give, I will show that one. Okay, so it will give the design of all the components of HTML. Okay, so I will recommend that use Notepad++ and Adobe Dreamweaver. Okay, so both are, and also in simple Notepad also it is possible to write the HTML document, but in simple Notepad it will not show the some errors. Okay, but in Notepad++, Sublime Text, Atom, Adobe Dreamweaver, Visual Studio Code, so whatever, if you are making the syntax mistake, so that will be shown in these editors. Okay, but in Notepad+ it will not show. Okay, so we'll see the what the disadvantage advantage between these editor, and we use one editor up to end of the developing your applications. Okay, can you understand? All of you understand? If you have any doubt, please ask. So total 52 participants. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Don't leave class. I will taking screenshot of. Don't leave. Wait a 1 minute. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask me. So all of you understanding, right? All of you understanding. So tomorrow we'll see the
Yes, sir.
so very important, very easy language, HTML language. So learn the, we are going from basic. Okay, learn the concept. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask the questions. Older HTML files work on the newer browser. So someone is asked the question. So it will work. Okay, so a new browser, it will support the whatever the older versions. Okay, so that is then only they are developed the new version only. So whatever the new version, so older version will be running. It will be acceptable. So tomorrow onwards, we will see the one by one tag, and I will show the execution of tags, and we will fix for one editor, either Notepad++ or Dreamweaver. So if you have any doubt, please ask. Okay. Some of the not mentioned the name and roll number. So please mention your roll number and name tomorrow.